new chapter, a new map, and a new competitive season kicking off, I've got the new 5 best duo drop spots on the map for you. So regardless whether you're playing pubs, ranked, a cash cup, or even FNCS this season, you can always make it off spawn with great loot and mats. Now, with medallions being over-contested and causing more hassle than they're even worth anymore, forecast towers have become undervalued and less contested than they've ever been in the past. The thing is, only 3 of them will randomly spawn in each game, so you'll need to check and see if the tower closest to you has spawned in as you're dropping in. Speaking about dropping in, it's about time that we get to the first spot on our list.
Number 5.
Alright, coming in at the number 5 spot on our list is a spot at the very bottom of our map, just to the right of Snooty Steps, a little spot called Seaside Villa. Now, this spot has 18 chests, 7 coolers, and 12 slurp barrels. But if you're looking for a little bit more slurp to slurp on, there's a slurp truck in the back, and there's a launch pad right next to it that could be useful.
Number 4.
At number 4, we have a split drop at the southwesternmost edge of the map, basically right between Snooty Steps and Pleasant Piazza. Now, this little slice of heaven is called Reclaimed Villa, and it has 18 chests, 7 coolers, and 20 slurp barrels. But what this spot also has is more fishing holes than you will ever have time to get to, an underground hideout with a few weapon cases, and a few well-placed launch pads that'll come in handy when it comes time to rotate out.
Number 3.
For the third spot on our list, we're going to a hidden gem that's at the southeastern edge of the map. This little spot that's tucked away behind a mountain is called Research Rock, and it has 23 chests and 20 slurp barrels. And while it's already a ton, there's plenty more slurp to be slurped on in the surrounding areas, such as the 2 slurp trucks that are just north of here, as well as the small groups of slurp barrels that are scattered along mountaintops near launch pads. And these launch pads will make rotating out of here pretty easy, in spite of the fact that the spot is so tucked away.
Number 2.
For the second spot on our list, we have a warehouse that's located in between Pleasant Piazza and Fencing Field, called Shipet Station. Now, this is the most interesting spot on our entire list today, but I'll get to that. This spot has 22 chests, 0 coolers, and 4 slurp barrels, which on paper makes the spot seem worse than any of the spots that I've mentioned up to this point. But it has a few tricks up its sleeve, such as the fact that while it's not a named hot drop, the spot will always have blue drones at it, which will guarantee you shield and a blue rarity weapon from each. On top of that, it's also located right next to the largest underground hideout on the entire map, which sure might have a couple more chests at it, but it also has more weapon cases than you'll be able to find at any other hideout or vault on the entire map. And the icing on the cake is the fact that you have a sewer entrance and exit that takes you right into the heart of it.
Number 1.
And last but not least, the number 1 spot on our list. It was actually first introduced chapters ago with a Deadpool theme, but it's come back in a more central location with a new style and a new name being called the Marigold. Now, this spot has 28 chests and 28 slurp barrels. But on top of that, it also has a vault to help you load up on gold, as well as a forecast tower, which will most likely be the least contested forecast tower on the entire map this season, right next to it, with a couple launch pads and zip lines to help you always get there and be the first to capture it. And after you do, there's another launch pad sitting right next to the tower to help you rotate out. Alright guys, that wraps up this season's 5 best duo drop spots on the map. Pick a spot, master it, and stop dying off spawn so much. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.